Buju Indenoi Maganadok, Anin, Kagigabo Indigenous, Mikanak and Dudem, Mikanak Wajuing and Dunjaba, Besho Gakaba Kong and Donongo, Apajigo Migwage Bizendawig. And what I said there was a traditional Ojibwe protocol greeting. I said, hello, all of my relatives. My name is Kagigabo. I'm Turtle Clan. I'm a descendant of Turtle Mountain. I live close to Minneapolis today. And I want to say thank you to all of you for tuning in and listening to this live Ojibwe Word of the Day. Again, this is something I look forward to doing on Thursday nights, and I'm always so pleased if you take a few moments out of your day to talk about, to listen, to discuss Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Chippewa, language, culture, history, our ethics, or spirituality, all of these topics. And it's a great privilege and pleasure. So, thank you so much. And today's word of the day actually comes from a request I had earlier this week for a word that I didn't readily know. And when I looked into it, I thought it was incredibly beautiful and fascinating, and I thought I would share that with all of you tonight. So tonight's word of the day is Zaagigi. Zaagigi. And that really means a plant or something is emerging out of a seed. And I'll go into a little bit why I found that was so fascinating at this time of year too. So if we look at the Ojibwe calendar, it's based on like a lunar cycle. So the moons have a particular name to them. This month, and this month this moon has almost come to a close, is Zaagigi. Zaagigi. This is the budding moon. This is where the trees and the plants that were once bare, the thunder beings have come. The days have warmed up, they've become longer, and all of a sudden, life comes shooting out of these beautiful branches that were once bare, and all of a sudden, green starts showing up everywhere. It's a very beautiful description of spring, the budding moon of May. And then we're right before Ode'eminigizis. And Ode'emin literally means heartberry, but what they're talking about there is the strawberry moon. And another name for Ode'eminigizis that I have heard is Gittigegizis, the gardening moon. So this must be the time when people were cultivating the plants that they were going to grow. And that's where this word comes from, Zaagigi. Because the question was, how would you say something takes root in Ojibwe? That's kind of a specialized question. That's one that, honestly, I wouldn't readily know. Because I've never paid enough attention to it. And it struck me that there are so many people who are doing all of this beautiful work with seed reclamation, who are reappropriating our traditional foods, who are growing them and then showing other people how to do this, that this concept of Zaagigi at this time of year it's incredibly important and it's incredibly beautiful. And I'd like to go into why I think it's so beautiful. One is this Zag, as it shows up in Zaagibaga. So that Zagi, it means to emerge. Something emerges. And the bug, that's the leaf. So the leaves are emerging. That's the idea for the budding moon. And if you look at Zaagigi, this is so amazing to me that our ancestors had a beautiful word that describes this process. So seed, which has been harvested, it's been gathered, it's been collected. We know what will happen if we plant this particular seed, this plant will grow. It's a perfect example of karma, for example. You'll reap what you sow. Whatever seed you plant in the ground, that's what you should expect to grow. But after the seed is planted in the ground, it's covered, all of a sudden, again, the days become warmer. Zagate. There's another moment where that Zag comes out. Zagate. The sun emerges and it's getting hot. So the sun is shining on everyone and everything. And the water comes with the thunder beings. And then all of a sudden there must be a moment of a amazing mystery where life appears out of this seed that must have seemed small and dried up. And out of it, Zaagigi, he or she emerges out of the seed. And so what I think is so beautiful about that is that Zag, I think in a poetic, in a symbolic way, we use that word Zaagigi for our word for love. Zaagiiwe, Zaagiitiwen. One of our sacred grandfather teachings, one of our sacred laws would be love. That Zaagiitiwen would be love for one another. And what I think is so beautiful about this word then is that the language and the people aren't trying to define what love is. What they're rather doing, what the spirit of the language is doing, I think it's trying to describe how love acts within us. And that all of a sudden, and it's even, I think it's beyond why. You can't really ask, why does the seed grow? You can't ask someone, why do you love someone? Something from deep, deep within you emerges. And when it is like true, compassionate, unconditional love, all of a sudden, that is for everyone. That is for everyone. You're going to be in perfect accordance and alignment with all of your relatives. Because if you think about like our native plants and how they would grow at this time, all they do is grow. And when they grow and when they've been cultivated, they participate and they contribute to the ecosystem all around them. They feed anyone. They feed the animals, the Oisiug, the Benashiug, the birds. They feed the Anishinaabe, the two-leggeds, the human beings. And in fact, when it comes to the human beings, they will feed a thief or a teacher. They will feed a priest or a prostitute. What I love about this word, about something emerging from deep within you, what must the Creator's unconditional love look like? Because you can never say, I'm going to love this person. It's never genuine. It's never authentic. It's never real. It's artificial. It's fake. However, if it's something that is emerging from deep, deep within you, that feeling you've had for grandma and grandpa, for mom and dad, for your brothers and sisters, for your cousins, for your family, for very dear friends, for pets, for animals, who are very dear to you in your life. That comes from somewhere deep within. It can't be cultivated by thought, by your mind. So what they're trying to do is they're saying, no, it would have that word part in it for aindom, if it did come from the mind. What they are saying is that it comes from deep, deep within you. You can't make it come out, but all of a sudden, in the right circumstances, when it does come out, if you have this true love, it can be for anyone and everyone, for all of your relatives. And in that context, I think that's why this word Zaagigi, he or she emerges. It's in a complete holistic action. So when I was asked, does it take root? That Zaagigi, the roots are coming out, but also the stem and the leaves are coming out. So it's going as it is below, so it is above. The roots are growing, but the stem and the leaves are growing at the same time. It's a complete holistic action. And so just as this beautiful season is upon us, as people are beginning to garden, to keep that in mind, how beautifully our ancestors described even something like these beautiful seeds that fed us, that healed us, that were powerful mushkiki, that were the strength of the earth. That's our word for medicine. And that medicine could heal anyone and everyone. So that's all I'm going to say this evening. I say thank you all so much for tuning in and listening to this live Ojibwe Word of the Day. And again, if you know someone who is interested in our language, our history, our culture, our spirituality, our philosophy, our ethics, our way of being, please feel free to like and share this video. Please, all of you, do take care. And the spirits will decide when we see each other again.